Read it.
All right, streaming live from the John Placino studio inside of High Tech High School in Secaucus, New Jersey. This is the MPR Show on WHIT Podcasting. Call in and join at 201-589-0321. I'm your announcer, Kanan, and now your host, Jose.
Good morning. I'm your host, Jose Collins III, and with me today is Olivia, myself, Kanan, and our friend, but he's not here with us no longer.
Deceased.
Yeah, he's not with us no longer. Now behind the glass, we have Matthew, Davin, Mr. DePiro, Jonathan, and Jonathan, J and J brothers. Now today's topic, man, we got a lot of things to discuss. Hey, we could get into Marvel.
Morbius.
We could get into Morbius and what's the other one?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight, or we could talk about good old sports.
Like
I say Morbius.
Let's throw both of those out the window and let's talk about the Oscars this past weekend. We had Chris Rock versus Will Smith. One of the greatest events, one of the greatest publicity stunts that you could have on the Oscars. You had Chris Rock make what would be considered a very inappropriate joke about Jada Pinkett, Will Smith's wife. He talked about her being on the next G.I. Jane movie, which is a movie that released a few years back.
A bald woman.
And it stars a bald woman.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock's joke.
No, Jada Pinkett had to shave her head because she's suffering from alopecia,
which is a hair disease.
Yeah.
So that was considered inappropriate, and Will Smith was laughing about it. He found it funny until he turned over and saw Jada Pinkett looking at him very angry. So then what he did is he got up from his chair. He approached Chris Rock. Blah! Slapped him right in the face. Smacked him across the face. Now, Chris Rock took that. He took it. That was nothing to him. He took that hit like nada.
Ate it.
He ate it. So you can tell either man's got an iron jaw.
No crumbs.
Either man's got an iron jaw or Will Smith just hit like he's mid. Like he cannot hit. He might. That might be it.
My hypothesis is that he didn't want to do it. He was enjoying the joke. He thought the joke was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Jada was not feeling it, so he had to get up and do something about it. That's why the hit didn't really have full force behind it. Also, you can tell he was emotional that entire night.
Yeah, that's facts.
Maybe that hit wasn't even really directed towards Chris Rock. Maybe it was just an amalgamation of all the emotions that he was feeling in the night. And as you can see, like if you have seen the pictures of the slap, it was not really it wasn't professional form. It was just a slap. He was angry. He was sad. He was hurt. You can see everything in that slap.
Want to see a meme?
No.
Do we want to see a meme?
No, we don't.
I think you guys want to see
All right, show the camera.
Okay. Wait.
Oh God! Can we get a zoom in? Oh, the slapper meme. Yeah. It is a meme about Will Smith guest starring as the slapper in an upcoming Marvel film. Yep, just announced Will Smith to play the slapper in the Marvel Studios slapper movie. Yes, that is actually, when I first saw it, I died of laughter. Hey, I thought it was very funny, and because the suit kind of looks like the Punisher if you really think about it, and when you look at this whole situation in retrospect, there were videos that came out about, after this occurred, they went behind the scenes and Tyler Perry, Denzel Washington, and Bradley Cooper all approached Will Smith when he was down. And it was just in a very emotional few minutes. Then if you go to his Oscar accepting speech, because he accepted the award for, Best Actor, it was very emotional the way that he was speaking about defending his family, defending his honor, and everything that he's fought for, like Richard Williams, father of Serena and Venus, did in the movie. So it's an interesting situation. I mean, many people think it's fake because the Oscars has not had main publicity in years. It could be that, but at the same time, those emotions felt real.
Mm-hmm.
He
is also one of the greatest actors of our generation.
Easily. So
those emotions could all be faked. You never know.
Yeah, we don't really know, And Chris Rock decided not to press charges against Will Smith. He was asked by the LAPD if he wanted to, and he decided not to. So upstanding act by Chris Rock. But a lot of people are saying Will Smith, good for him, he did that. But also it's like, Will Smith, why did you assault another man live on national television? Now, I believe they both did things wrong. Nobody was right in the situation.
Yeah.
But if another grown man came up to stage and slapped me in the face on national live television, it's hands, bro. It's hands. It's hands. It's hands. It's hands right there. I don't care who's watching. I don't care if I never get invited again. It's like that. That's just like fighting for my honor at that point. Because it's like, dude, how you just come straight up on stage and just slap me across my face? Like, yeah, I made a messed up joke, but like, bro, that's my honor. You know,
Word.
that's just how I approach it. What do you think about who you think was right and who was wrong?
Personally, I agree. There is no right or wrong to this situation. Everyone made mistakes, but come on, Chris Rock. I understand the height difference is insane. Height
5'8", Chris Rock
is 5'8",
6'3", Will Smith.
Is 6'3"? I thought he was 6'1".
Could be 6'1", but I'm pretty I heard
Anywhere
he was
in there,
6'3".
man. That's between a 5 and whatever.
3
height
and 5
difference.
inch
3 and
difference.
No,
Yeah,
5'8".
5'8" plus 3.
Three.
Oh, that's 5'11". Wait, is it 5'11"?
Between 5 and 7. It's between 5 and 7.
Is it actually?
Yeah, that's
Is
how
it?
math works.
It is 5. He is correct. I was not thinking properly. I wasn't.
It's between a 5 and 7. Oh,
That's hilarious. Put that
Wow,
up.
that's
That's
crazy.
hilarious. That is hilarious.
wow.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. They already got fight cards for this. You know how much money that pay-per-view would make though?
A lot.
A lot of money. I pay for it, man.
Didn't Jake Paul offer them both 15 million?
Jake has money like that though. That's the funniest part. Jake don't got
Crazy
money
part
like
is yes,
that.
he does.
You think so?
Yes, 15 million for each of them. Of
Oh
course.
wait, I
he
thought you
has that
said
kind of
Logan. I
money.
thought you said Logan.
No, Jake.
All right, yeah, because Logan still hasn't gotten paid by Floyd, which is crazy
Mhm.
for their fight that occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the Oscars was a very interesting night. I wasn't a huge fan of the performances because I find it kind of dumb to have musical performances at the Oscars.
It's for
Like,
entertainment.
I know it's for entertainment, but at the same time, give me a damn monologue then if it's for entertainment. Like, this is the Oscars. You're acting. This isn't the Grammys. That's this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We get the Oscars and then the Grammys right after.
Hmm.
You know what I'm doing?
Huh.
I'm getting Pete Davidson last second to host that and getting Kanye to sit front row. That's how you top the Oscars. That's how you top it.
What if? Did I hear me out? Going off of what Jose said about the Grammys having music, right? And the Oscars does as well. What if instead of having music, what they're trying to transition to is have the entire thing be a dramatic experience?
That'd be interesting.
What if they're trying that?
It
What
keeps
if-
you intrigued and interested, you know?
What if that slap was testing that out? Because that slap didn't look like a real slap. Because there's no way Chris Rock just ate that like that. He didn't even move. His foot, if you look at the video, his footing stays
Yeah, it was odd.
square.
It was odd. I don't think he was expecting it though. But
And
it was weird.
yeah, what's his name? Will Smith. Will Smith is a big guy. He is.
You think he generate more force than that?
You would think so, especially with all the emotion that he had that night.
Mhm. Hell yeah. Then his kids
Mhm.
backstage. It had to be an interesting night. We won't get into his behind the scenes family situation with his
Mhm.
wife, but at the same time, it's really interesting. It's really interesting the way that he defended her after everything that they've been through together. You really look at it, and it's like, yo, he really loves that girl. Because when you look at it, J. Cole said, "I want that Jada and that Will love." Now that has been interpreted into many years as like, what type of Jada and Will love is that? Because you had the entanglement, you had all these things. Like you look at it, it's like, yeah, the entanglement and they're with whoever, but at the same time, at the end of the day, they're still there for each other.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting.
That's what real love is, honestly. Real love is it's not being perfect towards each other and never making a mistake. People make mistakes. That isn't an excuse, but real love is being able to work through those mistakes together and being able to forgive each other, which clearly they have been able to.
This show just became like a Love Doctor
I know.
episode.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What do you both find the difference between loving someone and being in love with someone? Because they're two different. They're
That's
different.
true.
Yeah, I agree.
Loving someone, I feel like, whether you're with the person or not, you just want what's best for that person. 'Cause
That's true.
You genuinely love that person and you want them to be the best version of themselves that they can, even if it's not with you in the picture. That's what loving someone is.
Side note, tell your friends you love them more often.
On God. On God. Like, I love all my bros. I love
I
all
do.
my friends.
I love my friends. I tell them all the
it's the
time,
gang,
like, bro, I
man.
love you.
Where the hell were you? Kaden! gentlemen, welcome to the show.
I bet you won't.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
No, this song does not have copyright on it. Welcome back to the show, back from the dead. Our deceased friend has joined us. So, Love Doctor episode. I think that's just what we're going to shift on to here. What do you think about
the power of love brought him back from the grave?
Okay.
Yes, exactly. What do you think about loving somebody and then being in love with somebody?
All right. This is my general rule of thumb. If you love somebody,
He has a ruler, guys. So it's a ruler.
yeah,
The general ruler of thumb.
Yeah. So if you love somebody, you can't just say I love you in the means of like, oh, I want to be with you. That's not like that just sounds ingenuine. It sounds, malicious. Like if you say I love you just because you want to be with somebody, that is odd. Now, if you're in love with somebody, that's different. If you're in love with somebody, that means you kind of have like, a romantic background with them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm not in anybody's business, whatever. You have a romantic background. But if you genuinely love somebody, like Jose said, you want you want what's best for that person, with or without them, no matter what. Like, no matter if they're across the world, whatever, you'll stay in contact with that person. You'll make sure they're good. If they need something, you'll give it to them as long as it's not, outrageous. It's just whatever they need, you're there. And that's what I think Will and Jada have. It's like whenever they're with each other, like they've raised two like pop star kids, like very big children that are
wilding, though.
I mean,
That'd be a little.
nah, they be tweaking, like they raise superstars. They raise superstars together. So it's like if they were able to raise two kids through their adolescence towards their teenage years to their adulthood, and have them be off like they are now, having like actually continuing their generation of wealth, I feel like you can't leave that person because that means that you did everything that you want, how I feel, successfully. If you raise two children to be superstars like you were and to hold like your place in the media, that's success. And I don't think you can leave a person that you did that with.
That's interesting, and that's facts. But talking about Jaden Smith, because we're on the topic, he tweeted out, "That's how we do it" on Twitter. Who is we? I remember you getting your butt kicked in
Philly.
Kid. like, bro, like, no, it is not we. It is.
It's a movie, bro. It was scripted.
Who cares?
It was scripted, and he got jumped. There was multiple of them.
Only thing he did was that backflip.
Somewhere there's a clip. Exactly. Somewhere there's a clip in this planet that my boy is getting rocked by somebody when he was younger. He had a dope ass hairstyle in the movie, I will say. But the movie was kind of mid.
I'm gonna have her just.
Huh?
That's the noise he made when he got knocked out.
That's funny. But no, but back on the love subject, man. Like it's a very touchy subject, but it's just facts. If you love somebody for who they are, it doesn't have to necessarily be in the romantic way. You just want what's best for them. Even if you go back with them and then you separate because somebody did something, but you just it's like a flip-flop. It's a flip-flop effect. Because as much as they're going to be with somebody else, eventually there's always that connection that you two are just inseparable until, you guys go your own ways in life. That's if you guys are going to be in the same place every single day for the next God knows how long, eventually there's always going to come a time where you two have that conversation. And that conversation is a deadly one because, decisions are made. Like, what are we? Find out. It's always better to ask questions in relationships and have an open one than talk through people. I've realized that these past few months and past few years. Yeah. They just got to be open about things and just want to talk about it. Because if you don't, then you're going to be the one getting hurt.
Communication is key to everything.
Facts.
Any kind of relationship you're going through with friends, family, romantic relationships, even relationships with your teachers. Communication and conversations are the key to everything. That's how you get through it. That's how you get through the tough times. That's how you communicate to each other how much you like what you like.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
With your teachers?
Well, yes,
yeah,
because
that's how you get good grades, man.
Pause.
Well, no, not even that.
No.
Kanan, not even that, because
pause.
No, you don't have no.
Like I'm just like I'm a loving person, man. Like I love everybody, bro. I love you all. Everybody, love for you, love for you, love for you, love for you,
But
love for you, love
Jose,
for you, love
that
for you,
defeats
love
the
for
whole.
everybody,
That
bro.
defeats the purpose.
That does.
That does defeat the purpose.
That
You
does
can't
defeat
just
the
go
purpose.
around saying, "Oh, love you, love you, love you," because then it's not going to mean anything.
That's true.
Because
But
let's say if you be like, "Oh yeah," you're talking to this person that's working or whatever, like at cashier, and you're like, "Oh yeah, thanks, love you." Like that's not.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The other day, I saw some dude go up to his girlfriend. She was like breaking up with him, right? Because he did some nasty stuff. And then this dude says in this tone of voice, he's like, "I love you." When I heard that, I was like, "Yeah, there's no way she's staying."
I ain't never gonna stop loving you.
I ain't never gonna stop loving you. And I was like, bro, that's embarrassing. Because yeah, you love her, but the only reason you're telling you love her is so she could not break up with you. Like, bro, that's you and Elman's for that.
Grimy.
And then when
exactly.
they leave and go to someone else, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I want you back," because they're jealous.
Exactly.
Because you're with
That's
another
not
person.
love. That's just you being crazy.
Yeah.
Move on.
Personally, if I'm in a romantic relationship, I don't say I love you until I truly feel that I love
Mhm.
that person. I'll let you know that I like you a lot and I enjoy being with you romantically.
Compliments galore.
Yeah, compliments galore. I love complimenting people. Even my friends, I compliment my friends all the time.
Pause.
No pause.
All right, bro.
But yeah, no, I will not say I love you if I don't actually love you. It's a fact.
That's facts. That's facts. Now, thank you guys for watching, and thanks to our panel. This was the MPR Show Love Edition. I know you're WHIT podcast, and enjoy the day. Have a great day.
Pause.
Whoa! What?